arriving at Camping Marlice on the left.
On the left?
You press the button. Hello and welcome to Caravan Escapades, and welcome to part 2 of our French Adventure 2025. Well, when we left off last time, we were heading towards Lake Annecy, and guess where we are? Not at Lake Annecy. Big faux pas on our part. I phoned literally every single campsite in and around Lake Annecy. All of them were fully booked, couldn't get us in for one night. However, we seem to have stumbled on a little gem. We're probably about 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers past Annecy. We found a campsite. I can't even remember what it's called at the moment, but I will let you know shortly. We found a little campsite that is on kind of a plateau halfway up the Alps, or within the Alps. It is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. I mean, here we are, look, this is our pitch underneath the trees, the mountains. You can see them through here. So it is really, really beautiful. So what are the problems we've had? So motor mover cover, I've done nothing about that yet. And as for the EMP leveling system, that broken pin within the controller, haven't done too much apart from, I've been a little bit ingenious. I've made a little bit of tinfoil ball, got it wedged in the back there, and the power, and the controller is charging. So as you can see, we have managed to get the Caravan leveled, and leveled on quite, well, I won't call it extreme, but we're kind of sloping down that way, and there's a bit of front to back and that sort of thing as well. So we're going to go and eat at the campsite here tonight. I'll probably let you know how that goes and what goes on there, but we shall see you very soon. So this is a view of the campsite. We're down in the bottom corner. You can see right up there the top of some of the mountains. We're right down the bottom there, little kind of enclaves. Bigger camping field over here. It's like a school party or youth club party out camping. This is kind of the walk up to the main facilities block, which is there. Well, not the facilities block, I think the restaurant, the pool, reception, that sort of thing is there. And you've got another kind of terraced area, more pitches. That's the facilities block down there. They're okay, a little bit basic. I haven't used them yet, but I think they should probably be fine. You know what, we're here for one night, and this is the sort of site we like anyway. We'd have probably gone to Annecy and been on a really busy, horrible site, but what a cracking little site this is. Another little terrace there, and then you've got kind of little mobile homes. Claire's just had a moan at me and said that I need to apologise to you lot because I haven't had a shave this morning, but I'm on holiday. You've seen from the other vlog that I don't have a...
The toilets were dirty, so you
Oh, well, the toilets were a bit dirty this morning, so that's why I didn't have a shave in the sink anyway.
And stuff were gross.
So we just come into kind of the restaurant area. The pool's over there. I'm not going to video the pool because there is people swimming and stuff in the pool. Kind of restaurant area here. And then you've got up there a little ski lift. So you can see this is where we've kind of just walked up from down there, but I don't know whether you can see it. Maybe I have to zoom in. Right up there between the tops of these mountains, there are paragliders. They only look like little dots here at the minute, but there must be a dozen of them just kind of floating around above the tops of the mountains. Really, really quite impressive. That is another mountain just behind here, and again, just above the top of the telegraph pole, if you look right up to the top of the mountain. I'll try and zoom in, you might not be able to see it, but a load of paragliders literally just, in fact there's some coming up the face. I mean, this is incredible to see, because obviously going up on the thermals, but you can see them rising. You probably can't see them, but I can see them from here. You can see them rising up the mountain. So now there's nobody in the pool. I'll give you a look at the pool. So that's the pool here. It's a small pool, but it's filtered, it's clean. It's not quite sure how deep it is. It's certainly for cooling off in the sun. It's quite ideal. So I've worked out where we are. We are at Camping Marlice. Yeah, so at least that's where we are. We did ask for chips with ours, so we got like a beef, bit of wine. Claire's got the beef, and Darcy's got croque monsieur, which is basically ham toast and chips. So we've just had a pleasant meal, enjoyed that. We're out here. This is just outside the bar, so the balls, playing the balls. And then if we walk through into this way, we've got the traditional bar. Nice bar area in here. That's reception through this way. Leaflets, information, all those sort of stuff. A few little essentials. That's the bar. And then basically out back to the pool area. So not a bad little site. Good morning and welcome to day 3 of our French adventure 2025. We had a pleasant night, very pleasant evening last night here at Camping Marlice. I think that's what it's called. I think I've told you that already anyway. We're not actually too far. We're only about 300 miles away now from Camping Estoril, but we've still got 2 days. So I think it's going to be a couple of short hops through the Alps, although let's say 150 miles a day. Still might be a little bit of a slower pace with it being through the Alps and off the auto routes. So we're going to go and pay for the pitch. We're going to get set up. Let's hope I can get the EMP leveling up. I'm sure I can. Can always press the emergency, and then we're going to get on our way. campsite's here on the left, and we can see the campsite, so we must be very close and in the right area.
Yeah, but it looks like a car.
But this is the approach. It's across a little bridge here, and then literally you immediately turn left.
Turn left
It looks
onto
like
the
you come
road.
through the car park at the bottom. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it just in case I got it wrong, but I think it is right. So basically across this bridge.
Beautiful flowers. They're in there.
Yeah, it's down there. It is through here. In fact, if we'd have just read the sign there, there's a sign on the right that says Huttopia. So we should have just
In a
trusted
quarter
in
of a
our
mile.
Camping Huttopia Clariée.
Like bunny's name.
It is like, yeah, Camping Claire. Great. Right,
That's another boat.
I'm going to go and have a walk in. Just check. Wow, what an amazing drive that was through the Alps. I mean, you've probably seen some of the footage, but it just doesn't do it justice. Anyway, we've ended up at Camping Clariée, Camping Clariée, something like that, part of the Huttopia group. Again, it's one of these last minute bookings, and we've been put in, I'll probably best describe it as the rally field, that sort of thing. So we are in a camping field, as you can see, just like this, and that's us in the corner there. Rest of the campsite isn't like this at all. We will give you a show around the campsite, and it's only for one night anyway, and we got no electric hookup, so we're all going to be set up. But just look at what we're surrounded by. Again, the camera won't do them justice, and we go over here, you're not going to see these because of the sun. But yeah, another stopover, and we're all settled, had some food, and we're going to have a wander around. So this will give you more of a general feeling of the main campsite. It is very much a kind of wooded campsite. Pitches all around in the woods, mix of caravan, motorhome, camper van, pitches, all those sorts of stuff. And then you've got various different log cabins and safari tents. And then you've got dotted around one or two things like this, which are your facilities block, your showers, your water, your washing up, those sorts of things. So we're just heading up to the main area here where the pool is. So here we are at kind of the main social campsite area, reception over that way. You've got a kind of snack bar, restaurant type thing there, kids play park, balls, and over the back there is the swimming pool. I'm not going to video that because people are still swimming, but we'll take a wander up here and have a quick look what's in here. So it looks like you can hire electric bikes at the shop or at the reception. And if you're kind of wandering here, there's a bit of a gift shop. Various different bits to buy. Main reception over there, information. Very much your basics, some wine, some chips, bits of food, jams, and kind of local bits here in the reception. So just got myself a mint and chocolate, or menthe chocolat. Oh, it's rather nice. One of the other great things around here is there's lots of little kind of, I'd call them bar games, but different types of games for people to play, which is really good and useful. Good morning, it's day 4. Pleasant night last night, wasn't too bad at all. As you know, we were on well, we were didn't have electricity, so we were basically off grid, which was fine, which is absolutely no issue at all. However, I think because we're down in the valley here, it did get a little bit cold last night. You know, not terrible, but certainly not what we're used to in France. Anyway, I'm going to finish kind of packing up. We're going to get there. We parked the car over there last night. I'm going to get sorted, gone empty the toilet, get things sorted, and then we're going to head off and find another site. We've not got too far to go now. Another day through the Alps today, so driving down through the Alps as we kind of drive out the other side and find somewhere to stop not too far from Estoril, and then because it's Saturday today, so we need somewhere tonight and then Estoril tomorrow. So we've made it to our last and final destination before we hit Estoril, and we're at Camping Notre Dame, a little bit further down. So we're in the kind of the south lower side of the Alps now. Again, some fantastic picturesque driving today as we've kind of driven through, but this is an amazing little quaint site, very small site, not many pitches, mix of mobile homes and of camping pitches, but this is the sort of site we like. We found up earlier on, we found up just after we left the last site, asked if they'd got any availability, explained that we were a large caravan, and rather than just saying no, he said how long, one night, and we had a great conversation, and basically he's managed to get us in here. It's only for one night, it's on the end. We've just gone with the nose pushed in between the two posts, but perfect. Really, really lovely, quaint little site. I mean, there's not a great deal to show you. I can go and show you the toilets and things like that later on, but we're here. But this is Camping Notre Dame. I can't remember the name of the city or the town that we're in. We'll put it somewhere down below, and I'll let you know obviously when we've had a wander around as well. Alps, I've loved it. I've absolutely loved the last 2 or 3 days of driving across the Alps. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Would I advise you guys doing it? Absolutely. What I would say though is, if you're of a slightly nervous disposition, maybe just kind of give it a consideration whether you really want to do it. We've been through some stunning scenery along some absolutely stunning roads, you know, mountain passes. The switchbacks have been amazing, but they do take a little bit of nerve. I mean, we're a big outfit, as you know, the Caravan's a big old beast. The car's parked over there, that's a big old beast as well. But we've coped fine. We've just taken our time, we've taken it steady, and yeah, we've got there. It's taken longer. It takes longer to get anywhere because you're back and forwards and back and forwards, but that's the whole fun of it. So what I would say to you guys, if you are considering driving through the Alps, absolutely do it if you're confident enough to do it. If you are slightly nervous, just have a think about whether it is something you want to do. Anyway, we're going to finish setting up. Darcy May wants the hammock out because we've got 2 trees here, so she wants me to get the hammock set up for her for one night anyway. So we're just taking a walk from the campsite into the local town, and the local town, I believe, is either called Castellane or Castellana. Castellana, the girls say.
Frenchman told us.
The Frenchman told us. So we are literally about 95 k's from Estoril now, so about 55 miles, that sort of stuff. But yeah, campsite's great, sort of thing we love. We're going to take a wander around into the town and see what that's all about.
You should have your hair up when it's this hot.
And again, I don't know how well you can see this, but this is the sort of scenery we're surrounded with. And whether you can see that church right up there on top of that mountain or top of that cliff face, it really is stunning. So a bit of a view of the town. It's there, it's going to be quite busy. But we've seen this archway here. We're going to take a wander down there and see where it takes us. So just taking a walk down, I followed a lane down and actually found this wonderful street with all the different shops and various different things. So this seems to be the main town square area, which kind of stretches all the way over there. I'm going to have a wander up this lane. So we've just had some pleasant, well, we've had some very nice food, pleasant food. We've had some very nice food in one of the local eateries, and again we're just wandering around. I've come across this little square here with a fountain. Very, very traditional, I guess you could call it Southern Alps, French Alps area. Good morning, it's day 5 of our French adventure 2025. We wake up this morning in camping Notre Dame. Again, another really pleasant night, and a great night we had. There we are, all set up. The girls slept well, I slept well. But yeah, so we're going to head off today. We got a short hop really, so only 58 miles, although it's still probably going to take us a couple of hours because we've still got to head off through the Southern Alps down to our final destination, Estoril. Now we can get on site I think from 1 p.m, so we want to try and arrange to get there for about that time, so it will give us the afternoon really to get set up, sorted, squared away and set up the way we want to be for the next 2 weeks. Anyway, what I haven't shown you while I'm here at Notre Dame, or camping Notre Dame, is the toilet facilities. So here are the toilet and washroom facilities here, all very good, very clean. So you've got your kind of normal toilets here. In all porcelain toilets there as you would. Then you've got shower blocks around this way. Hopefully there's one empty. There we go. You've got shower blocks here. I think the only thing that I found a little bit strange, a little bit difficult, was there's nowhere to hook the shower head, as you can see there, so you've got to hold it up. But apart from that, water's lovely. These are kept incredibly clean as well. As we wander around. And here's your outdoor washing area for your clothes and for your pots and pans and things like that. More washing sinks here. And then we basically head back off towards more the same thing on the other side. Washing sinks again, so you can have a face wash and all those sorts of stuff. They are kept incredibly clean. We noticed the owner of the site actually cleaning them last night as well as this morning. So it's not just that once a day clean that you get on some campsites. He does try and keep on top of them. And it is a very pleasant family run campsite. Eric, I believe, is the owner. We had a good old chat with him. His English is pretty good. So yeah. Let's see what today brings. The barbecue area you see behind me was used last night. Basically a few families were out there cooking on the barbecue and then eating out on the tables over there, and Eric's just setting them up so where the people are going to sit and have their fresh baguettes, because we've ordered baguettes and pastries to pick up at 8:30. So whether Eric set that up so people can sit there and eat those, who knows. So that's it, we're all hitched up, we're ready to go, we're ready to head off to Estoril. So you know what, I think what I'll do is I'll bring this part of the vlog to an end. So this is the end of part 2, and the next time you see us will either be at Estoril or very, very close to being there. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, hit that notification bell, and we shall see you on the next episode.